Just here to say I have filmed an intro for this vlog, however it does not start until quite a few minutes into the vlog because I didn't really like do any updates a lot. Most of this vlog is b-roll, so I hope you guys still enjoy it anyway. I just want to say there will be an update, but there is a lot of b-roll first and then an update and then lots more b-roll, so hopefully you guys don't mind that. But yeah, I had such a fun week. I love this vlog. I hope you enjoy the b-roll, and yeah, goodbye.
Say something like you love me and make my day, like you always do, like you always do. Hold my hand and look me in the eyes so I can tell you how I feel. Tell you.
Hi guys, it's Judy and welcome to a new video. So I'm sorry about the messy background. Yes, I'm somewhere different. So I'm basically away with my family for a week. We've been here since Friday and today is Monday, and I just kind of spent the weekend just reading, relaxing and enjoying my time. But I want to start this reading vlog because I am doing a readathon over on Patreon. So myself and my friend Em from Perfect Paperbacks and our patrons are all doing a readathon, which is called the Cruel Summer Readathon that me and Em created. So it is inspired by Taylor Swift, but it's basically a readathon to celebrate summer, to read summery books and just to have like a fun week of reading. You can bend it to like any book you want to read. There are prompts, but you can literally read anything. So I have actually read a book already for it. So before I go into that, I may as well talk about this book that I started and finished yesterday. So this is Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, and I gave this book 4 stars. I did enjoy it. I really liked it. I liked the characters, and I did like the past tense and present tense kind of like narrative in here. And I did generally enjoy like the second chance romance aspect of it, and it was really cute. I just thought this was going to have more cozy, like lake house kind of vibes, summery vibes, and I didn't quite get that from it. And this book is so hyped up, and I thought it was going to be really sad, but to me, like, I mean, there is one kind of plot twist in here that is sad, but I didn't find this book as touching or sad as I thought I would. And I'm kind of disappointed in a way that it wasn't 5 stars, but it was still a really good book, and I did really enjoy it, and I read it in a day, so I feel like that speaks for itself. So I gave this one 4 stars, and I did just want to mention it because I finished it yesterday and I thought it was worth talking about, because this has been recommended to me so many times in my comment section, which is why I did decide to read it. So I definitely did enjoy this one. But the book that I finished today is The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. So this one kind of applies to multiple prompts from our like bingo board that we've made for our readathon. So obviously like a book that has the word summer in the title, a Taylor Swift coded book, summary cover, a summer rom-com set at a summer location. It kind of ticks off a lot of prompts in one go. This one I did really like. It was a 3.75 star rating for me, but I've rounded up to 4. This just didn't like hit me as much as I wanted it to. Like, it was fun, and it is why I said I wasn't expecting anything like crazy from it, but it just wasn't what I wanted it to be. Like, the only things I did like was definitely the Taylor Swift references here and there, and I did really like the romance, how it blossomed, but I was expecting this to be like a super summery book. And obviously it is like set during summer, but it's set over a week, and the romance is very insta-lovey because it's literally a week. Like, the way the romance evolves feels like a romance that's evolved over an entire summer, but it's literally just a week, which was kind of like, I don't know, very like unbelievable. So yeah, there was that aspect of it, and it just didn't feel as summery as I wanted it to. Like, I thought the setting was going to be described loads and like really make you feel like that summer feeling when you read a book that has that description, and it just didn't have that for me. And the cover as well, like I was expecting like a really beachy vibe, and it just doesn't really have that. So I did really miss that from it. I feel like if it had that and the romance was more like maybe not set over a week, then I would have loved it more. But at the same time, like, I kind of get it. I do feel like the ending was a tiny bit rushed. I feel like everything kind of just came together a little bit too quickly towards the end, but at the same time it was a really fun book. So I did give this 3.75 stars, and it's my first book I finished of the readathon. So these are 2 books that I have finished since we got here. So I do have a huge TBR now. I haven't got every book to hand, and I'm not going to go through them all, but I do have like a lot of books with me, and these aren't all of them. There's a lot more, and I think I am just going to kind of mood read, but obviously still doing to the prompts for the readathon. So my next read, I don't know what it's going to be, but I think it's probably going to be one of these 3 books. So we have The Last Chance of Books by Kelsey Rodkey, and this one I'm just going to choose it as the prompt for a book I would take to a picnic, because it doesn't necessarily have a summer vibe, but I kind of am in the mood to read this. My only dilemma is because I've just read 2 romances back to back, I'm not sure if I still want to read a romance or not. But this one is based about 2 rival booksellers. Yeah, it's kind of like rivals to lovers kind of vibe. So it's like a contemporary romance, and it's bookish. I love books that are about books. I love when the main characters love books in books, which was also the case in this one. This is basically about 2 bookworms who fall in love, so I really love that about that book. But yeah, we have this one, so I might read this, and then I might also pick up Door of the Pirate King by Trisha Leventhal. This is a YA pirate fantasy, enemies to lovers, and I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for fantasy, but I feel like maybe this would be good to like switch it up, so I might pick this one up, and I feel like this one could be quite a quick read as well. And then lastly, I might pick this one up next, which is Catherine Center's The Bodyguard. This is like a kind of summer rom-com. I don't even know if it's definitely set during summer, but I know that the woman is the bodyguard. This is the, like, I think he's like a celebrity or something, and they end up staying at a ranch in Texas. One of the prompts is a cowboy romance, and although he's not a cowboy, I just feel like Texas ranch kind of has similar vibes, so I was thinking I could use it for that prompt. But these are definitely my choices for my next read. So I have asked in the Discord which one I should read next, and I'm gonna just like maybe ask my family to choose for me because I just can't decide. But I definitely think one of these will be my next read, and I'm excited to give them a read, obviously. So yeah, it is quite late in the evening at the moment, and we are going to go out for dinner, and then when we come back I think I might go like read outside or something, I don't know. But hopefully I will start one of the next books. But I think the next time I'll probably maybe catch up with you guys will be tomorrow. But I did just want to start this vlog, and yeah, so I will catch up with you guys soon.
It depends what kind of book you want.
I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm in the mood for.
What was the last one you read?
I've read 2 romance books.
Right, so you don't like to romance then.
That's like enemies to lovers, pirates and fantasy. And then there's that one, which is a romance.
I think that one.
This one?
Yeah, it sounds really interesting, that one. Because it's to do with she's got to like be a bodyguard to this man.
I just don't know.
That one.
Do you think this one? Okay.
That one or that one.
Okay, Leah,
but that's a bookshop, and somebody else has got a book, something across the road, and she's got to like fight for like because of them. But I think that one, because yeah, I like this one. It
sounds like it might be like a bit funny as well. My mum thinks I should read this one next, so I'm gonna ask my sister to look at them and see which one she thinks. Yeah, I don't know, I can't decide. I think maybe then this one, but my camera's gonna die, so I'll be back.
Get away from every little thing just to try to make it through. I've been thinking about my options, every detail in my head, but it doesn't really matter, nothing matters, so I cry instead. My breath
background, I've been packing some of my things. So it's been a while since I updated this vlog, and I think the last time I updated you guys was probably on Monday or Tuesday, and I didn't end up like filming any talking clips the last few days because I randomly got that time of the month and I've been feeling sorry for myself. My stomach's been sore and I just haven't really wanted to film. So I filmed like b-roll clips but not any like update clips or anything. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly give you guys an update. So I can't remember where I was up to when I last updated you guys, but I've read all of these books since then. So I think I did tell you guys that I read this one on Monday, and then I don't know if I was updating the vlog once I'd finished this or not. I can't remember. I think I did, which I gave 3.75 stars. I read that one on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday and into yesterday morning, which, wait, no, I started this one on Tuesday, or did I start it on Wednesday? Honestly can't remember, but I finished this one yesterday morning, so I think I did start it on Tuesday as well, and I decided to give this 3 stars. It's like a 3.5, but I couldn't quite give it 4 stars. This one is Last Chance Books by Kelsey Rodkey. So this one is a book that's about books, which I always love. So our main character works in an independent bookstore that's been owned by her family for a long time, and then the guy across the street in the rival bookstore and her kind of embark on this kind of pranking competitive thing, and basically the main plot of this book is actually her trying to save the indie bookstore she works at from closing. That's kind of the main plot, and then we have their romance as well. So they're like pulling pranks on each other and stuff, but they also end up kind of getting to know each other at the same time. So I really enjoyed this book. I thought the banter was so funny, and I also thought the writing was really clever because the way like the author describes certain things, she uses metaphors relating to like books or reading or just like paper in general, which I really like that. Like, I like that the writing was always centered around books. Even the way the author was trying to describe things, she used metaphors relating to books, which is just, yeah, it was so good. I love that. The main character kind of annoyed me a bit. She is very immature. I mean, she is only, I think, 17, 18 in here, so like fair enough, but she was quite selfish at times and a little bit toxic, and I do think like that's ever really kind of touched upon, or like, you know, I don't think she ever comes to that realization herself towards the end. But at the same time, like, you know, it is YA, she is young, so it's kind of that sort of thing. We've also got some other things touched upon in here, so like parent relationships, kind of absent parents, and like, you know, toxic or not so healthy relationships with parents, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of different things in here, but I did really like it, and I loved how it included elements of booktube. So the main character's best friend is a booktuber, and I love that because I could relate to some of the stuff regarding that and the bookseller stuff generally from being a bookseller. So yeah, I really did enjoy all those elements, but it was very kind of like, I don't know, like I really enjoyed it, but I just can't bring myself to give it 4 stars, like, because I just feel like some things in it just weren't really it for me. And I do feel like although this is marketed as like an enemies to lovers, rivals to lovers bookstore romance, it does have that in there, but the main plot isn't really that. I would say the main plot is saving the bookstore, which I did enjoy, but it just wasn't like what I expected. But yeah, I did still really enjoy this, and I would recommend it if you're looking for a light and fluffy bookish rom-com. This would be a good pick. There isn't really any spice in there, so yeah, bear that in mind. But I did enjoy it. It's fun for what it is, and I would still recommend it. So I did finish that one, and then yesterday I started and finished this book, which is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. This has been my favorite book I've read so far for the Cruel Summer Readathon. I gave this 5 stars. This was so good. It was a little bit slow going at first, but once I got into it, I really enjoyed it. This has so many different tropes in. So we kind of have the one bed trope, we have fake dating, we have kind of friends to lovers, I would say. We also have the celebrity trope and the non-celebrity. And yeah, it was really funny, and I just really enjoyed it. So basically in here we follow our main character, who's a bodyguard, and she ends up having to become the bodyguard for this famous actor, and he has a lot of like trauma and things he's dealing with from his own past. And basically she ends up having to live with him on a ranch for a few weeks and like protect him. And during that time they get to know each other, and they are fake dating because they do not want to let his sick mother know that not only does he have stalkers and things like that, but that she is a bodyguard and she's there to protect him just in case, and they don't want to, like, you know, make their family worry, and his mother is sick, so yeah, they tend to fake date. And it's just, I really loved it. I love the setting as well. It's set on a ranch in Texas, so it had some really good, like, summer vibes that way. And yeah, the romance was really fun, and the banter was very funny. And yeah, I just really like the main character. The only thing I will say about this is I was expecting this to kind of be almost like enemies to lovers or hate to love. I thought if the author had done that, this would have been even better. I do feel like they kind of were too nice to each other too soon. There wasn't any of, like, I don't know, like, it's not really a spoiler, but I expected him to be a bit of a dick to her, and, you know, it would be that sort of thing, but that's not the case. He was nice from the get-go, so I feel like if it would have been more like hate to love, it would have definitely been better. And with this, there's like false proximity trope as well. But yeah, overall, I just really enjoyed this. There was some really good tropes, and the ending paragraphs for both the epilogue and the book were just truly, like, beautiful, kind of talking about love and self-love, and how, like, through loving other people you inevitably can love yourself and things like that. And yeah, like, I just really love the writing as well. It was really good, and overall just a really fun book. So I did give this one 5 stars, and yeah, I really enjoyed this romance. Would definitely recommend it. So these are all the books I finished so far for the readathon. It does end tomorrow and we go home tomorrow morning, so I don't know if I will manage to finish another book before then. I did very briefly start one in Rome. I'm literally like 10 pages into that, but I have a lot of, like, things I want to get done today. I have some editing to do and, like, some other stuff, so I don't know for sure if I'm gonna have time to read, but I am gonna try to read some of When in Rome, and we'll see how far I get. I wasn't sure which book to read next, but I've decided to give that one a go, but I may switch over to fantasy because I've just been reading, like, romance back to back. But yeah, for now I think I will probably go and read some more of When in Rome. But I did just want to update you guys, and I hope you guys don't mind that, like, you've had to watch a lot of b-roll and very little updates, but I have really just been relaxing and enjoying my time here and not really wanting to just, like, shove a camera in my face. And because my stomach's been, like, really sore, I have literally just been curled up in a ball reading on the sofa. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the vlog so far. I have no idea when I will be ending this vlog, maybe tomorrow or maybe across the weekend, I really don't know. But yeah, anyway, that's my update for now. I will catch up with you guys probably tomorrow or maybe later today. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some reading and some work, so bye. Tilly, look at the ducks. Oh. Leah's reading this book, which she's been reading for a month now. Actually longer than a month, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so our buddy read for Happy Place didn't happen, but we're going on holiday together next month, so that'll hopefully be our buddy read then. But yeah, I am reading When in Rome. I'm only 50 pages in. I'm not really sure if this is what I want to be reading though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not really feeling it at the moment, but I'm gonna try and read some more. I'm gonna go in a second so I don't get copyrighted because my dad's playing music. Yeah, it's our last night, so I don't think I'll vlog again tonight, probably maybe tomorrow. But yeah, this is what I ended up reading, and it's okay so far, but I'm not loving it, so we'll see. I could see a web. Where? Literally. No, where?
Just there. It's on your blanket.
Is it massive?
No.
Where? Oh. Just throw it.
Got that spider.
Don't do me now.
You get off a
Okay, hi guys. So I'm here to wrap up this vlog. So I know this vlog wasn't like my usual reading vlogs, and it was mostly b-roll. I think I only filmed like 2 updates, but I literally just spent like all of the week just really relaxing, enjoying sitting outdoors by the lake and reading, and I didn't really want to pull my camera out all the time. The only times I did was to film like b-roll. So I hope you guys did still enjoy this vlog and you didn't mind that it was mostly b-roll. But yeah, I had such a lovely week, just really relaxing. I just feel like I really needed that. And it came at such a perfect time because last Thursday, so Thursday the 20th, I had my last ever shift at the bookstore at Waterstones, which was super sad. I cried a lot that evening when I got home, reading all the lovely cards my colleagues had done for me, and it was a very sad day. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I basically quit my job at Waterstones. You can head to my life update to find out more, and I'm starting working for Fairy Loot from the 2nd of August. It's really exciting. I think it's the 2nd, or maybe it's the 1st. I honestly cannot remember, but yeah, it's in a few days. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. But it was just such an emotional day. So ending like my kind of Waterstones career and then having a week off in between starting a new job and just having time to spend with my family, relaxing, reading and being by the lake. It was just such a nice little trip. So I didn't like vlog a ton. Hopefully you guys did still enjoy seeing what I got up to. Also, I'm super sorry about the lighting. I'm filming this in the most awkward place, but it is what it is. So anyway, I did start reading this as you saw, and unfortunately I did not finish it during the readathon. So I started reading this I think on Thursday, and I wasn't really vibing with it right away. And I got up to page 56, so yeah, not very far in. And then on Friday we drove home, and I can't really read that much in the car, so I didn't end up reading any of this book on Friday. So unfortunately I did not finish it, but I did read 4 books during this cruel summer readathon, vacation, holiday, whatever you want to call it, which I'm really happy with. Usually when we go here I do usually read a lot more, but I just took it really easy this time. Like I said, I think my brain just needed the time to just relax. So yeah, I'm really happy with the books I read. They were all like over 3 stars, which I'm really happy about. And The Bodyguard was definitely my favourite book that I read during the readathon. So I think I've already spoken about that. I think I mentioned that I finished it. Maybe I didn't, but I did finish reading The Bodyguard and I gave it 5 stars. It was so good, would highly recommend it. And I just had such a fun time reading that book. Like, yeah, go and read it, it's so much fun. So yeah, I did end up finishing 4 books as I've already talked about in this vlog, so I'm not going to go over them again. And yeah, like I'm really happy with all the books that I've read, and I had such a fun time doing the readathon with my patrons, and I'm just really excited for all the future readathons I have planned. That's a hint for August. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this vlog. I will have anything I've mentioned in the description box down below, along the link to my Patreon. That's where you'll find readathons like the Cruel Summer readathon. You'll also find Buddy Reads, a monthly readathon, a Discord, extra videos, hauls, live shows and so much more. It's all over on my Patreon, so we'll have that link down below. I will also link all my socials, so like my book talk and my bookstagram and all of that good stuff is all down below. If you made it to the end of this video, do leave a summary emoji in the comments down below, and I hope you're all safe and well. I hope you're reading lots of good books, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.